ladies and gentlemen. We're back in court. Even if there is just a little bit more left to this first day of the trial, you know, we have to be reasonable with our end times sometimes. Hello, Matthew. Hello, James. Glad someone flopped on the deck. Mr. Wright, are you going to cross-examine Sasha? Yep, last time we went to court to defend an orca, and there have been a couple of developments. Namely, that there's a possibility that there was some foul play involved here, and all we're trying to do is to prove that our poor marine mammal friend didn't do the deed. It was done ahead of time, and then the orca was framed into it. So, we're about to cross-examine the orca's trainer, and we'll see what kind of developments happen from there. Either way, just like it was said in a famous quote from a famous show, let this be a normal court day. With the right? No way. I guess I'll have to ask her about the noise from the stuff falling down. Mr. Wright, Mr. Rhymes, why did you lie? I didn't want Sasha to have to appear in court. I thought if anybody had to testify, I should be the one to do it for her. But why would you go to all those lengths? Did you see the entry for the 20th on that calendar? The note about meeting the captain at the orca pool? Yeah, I found that calendar in the nap room. I think it's probably Sasha's. What? Then that means... I guess it does look more of a woman's calendar than a man's. Apparently belongs to Sasha. Rhymes. Apparently belongs to Sasha. I wonder if apparently it belongs to someone else. Oh, they ran ahead in time in AGDQ. Interesting. I'll have to check that one out. Want to see how they break Vanessa's mansion. I didn't want suspicion to fall on Sasha. Mr. Wright, I gotta go back to the aquarium to look after the orca in Sasha's place. I'll be rooting for you on the other end of that TV phone. Please take care of Sasha. Okay. We can't let Prosecutor Blackwell get the best of us. Time to refocus. Right. After all, we're the only ones who can save Orla. Alright, let's see how the plot thickens from here. Exactly what does Sasha have to contribute to this weave tapestry? Hello, Solaris. The court will now reconvene. Prosecutor Blackwell, please call the witness to stand. Again, you waste your breath. Me name be Sasha. I be one of Captain Orla's swashbucklers. I come to rescue me bucko from the false charges put on her by dread pirate Nostash. Nostash. I guess Nostash refers to Prosecutor Blackwell this time. Well, I can't be the judge. He has a mustache and a full beard. Now then, Captain Judge, shall we begin the pirate court? Captain Judge? I rather like that. It makes me feel like a salty old sea dog. And scene. How would that be for a self-intro? The court is not a show. State your full name and occupation. I'm Sasha Buckler. I work at Shipshape Aquarium. I perform in her swashbuckler spectacular pirate show alongside Orla as her trainer. Well, you seem like a completely different person now. You really think so? Much obliged. I be in the pirate show persona just then. Prosecutor Blackwell said I could introduce myself any way I be. I bet money you didn't think you were going to do it like that. And what will this witness testify about? Yorka manipulated the victim into playing volleyball and then knocked the items down. The witness will report about hearing the noise that caused the victim's death. Now hold ye horses, ye sea horses! Sure, Orla uses the ball to break props some days. She even spiked the It's getting hard to come up with these parody things. Giant pearl at the giant octopus's leg yesterday when I be cleaning. So, Orla was the one who broke that leg, huh? But she couldn't have knocked down that huge stack of equipment with her little toy. I thought you were paying attention to the trial over the telecast. But you apparently know nothing of what we've been discussing. The orca knocked down the equipment by pulling on the cloth that was underneath it. No one said anything about the orca knocking it down with a ball. Nani? That be what ye were talking about? Oh boy. Buckler's getting sussy there. Yeah. I sailed in to give Prosecutor No-Stash a good keel hauling. But I be the one getting the cat o' nine tails. Oh, he be vicious as a tiger shark. Miss Buckler, just focus on your testimony and you'll be alright. Don't worry, we'll take care of that tiger shark for you. Didn't even notice that she was deflated there. Ah, much obliged, Athena. I can do this. Me testimony will be phenomenal. Can't imagine that certain members of the chat here will be prepared for all these puns. All of that I saw in the friend group A Discord, that all that tolerance was used up already. All right, Miss Buckler, please proceed with your testimony. I pulled a jaw muscle earlier today. Sheesh. I admit, I heard all the summoning me with a loud noise. A racket it were. But the aquarium's guest scream I heard over the walkie-talkie be more urgent. I tongue-wagged to Normal de Plume first, and then went to the pool room with the security guard. The equipment be everywhere, and the captain was lying in the middle of it all. Our story doesn't seem to be much different from Marlon Rhymes' testimony. Or does it? The circumstances are different. The actual order of Orla's actions depends on the order the witness heard the two noises. If she heard the scream first, the prosecution's claims don't stand up.
Objection.
Unfortunately for you, she doesn't remember the order of what she heard. She doesn't? I'd be distracted at the time, so I don't really recall which one I heard first. I'd be lost in thoughts until the guard brought me back to myself. Yarr. Yarr. As long as the order remains unclear, I shall not alter the prosecution's claims. After killing the victim with a bag of coins, the orca toyed with the body in the water. I have to turn things around here somehow. Unless I can prove the sound Sasha heard was not the sound of the victim's murder. Blackwell claims that Orla pulled down the equipment to kill the victim will stand. If I want to save Orla, I have to find a contradiction, no matter how small. Very well. Your cross-examination, please, Mr. Wright. Alright, so what part of this seemed to have pulled a jaw muscle or something earlier today? I'm gonna be mightily distracted. Hey, Q's awake this time. You needed to catch up on some Z's there last time? I mean, nobody can blame you. It certainly was a day full of where we were post-holiday, so nobody blames you. Didn't accidentally sleep for 6 hours instead of 2 this time. No worries. Alright, summoning with a loud noise. The aquarium's guest scream you heard over the walkie-talkie was more urgent. Talking over to Plume first, and then went to the pool room with the security guard. The equipment was everywhere, and the captain was laying in the middle of it all. Huh? Let me see here. What was the state of the... Let me see here. Nope. I'm gonna be hitting up that one multiple times. What was the state of the stage after everything was knocked down? Do we even see that? No, I don't think we have that on hand. We're doing. Nope, we don't. Alright, let's get some presses.
Hold it!
What made you think Orla was summoning you? Orla know the sound of her cries don't carry far enough. So sometimes she summons people by making a loud noise. Yeah, that Orla be smarter than the average whale, I tell ye. Huh. Taka would not be bested in a battle of wits. I'm a smarty party, baby. Wait a minute. Widget is the smartest one of all. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the smartest one of all? Widget! Am I expected to enter true scene to this My Kid is Better Than Yours a Palooza? And, did you heed the summons of this very intelligent Orla immediately? I couldn't right away, although I be concerned about her, por supuesto. Aquarium guest screamed, so that would be Norma de Plume. You heard Ms. de Plume scream? I heard her through the walkie-talkie of a guard making his rounds. The walkie-talkie of a guard making his rounds, huh? Hold on a second. When you talk about walkie-talkies... Yeah, issued all aquarium staff for communication. It can invariably be used to broadcast inside the aquarium. A penguin that always shoots straight at her mark. She seems to love the smell of fish. Rifle always carries a walkie-talkie. Yarg! I can still hear it in me dreams. It be so loud, I thought it'd be a sea lion. Ms. de Plume sort of reminds me of a sea lion, actually. I know, right? Ooh, I should call her the sea lion lady and see how she likes it. I guess Athena's still upset about being called Yellow Girl. What did you do after hearing the visitors scream? You talked to Normal the Plume first, and then went to the pool room with the security guard. You and the security guard headed to the Orca pool room. Aye, apparently, that obnoxious writer lady said she didn't trust me by myself. That's why, after talking to her, the security guard and me went to the pool room together. Why be the one so suspicious? Yarr, I demand a swordfish duel. That's what I felt like talking to her anyway. I'm afraid I don't get it. Long night of contracts, I see. Holiday really messed with the sleep schedule. I believe we can all agree with that one. That was a line from the show when Orla and Sasha all quarrel with each other. Didn't you do your swashbuckler spectacular homework, Your Honor? Why am I getting scolded here, Mr. Wright? Why am I getting scolded here, Your Honor? Ms. Buckler, please tell me what happened after you headed to the pool room. Alright, in the garden I got there, we saw that. The equipment was everywhere, and the kitten was lying in the middle of it all. What do you recall about the scene exactly? I don't remember much, to be honest. I'd be in total shock from seeing the captain like that. If you ask me some specific, I might be able to remember, though. Specific questions, huh? Okay, let's see. What should I ask her about? Alright, so the things scattered around are Jack Shipley. Oh, let's start with Jack. Could you tell me more about the state you found the victim in? It'd be hard to even think about right now. Sasha's deeply traumatized by the victim's death. I guess I shouldn't push her on it then. Or Sasha. You must have really adored him. Do you think Orla really did make that stuff fall down? I think we probably need more information before we know what really happened. Let's be careful not to let a single inconsistency slip by us. Alright, then let's go into the stuff lying around. Could you tell me more about the things that were scattered around? Baby equipment and props for the new show. The new show? Aye, we were supposed to debut a brand new swashbuckler spectacular the other day. We already defeated the giant octopus and no stash after all. We be going to have a new nemesis, Red Stash. He be on the flyer. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's just Jack, but instead of having no mustache, he has a red stash on. Gotcha. Red stash. That'd be what Mario is called if he were the disrespected brother in Mario and Luigi. Oh, that's the flyer Rifle was distributing. Who will obtain the gold coins hidden in the Skull Rock? Ooh, I wish it could be me. Leave it to ye, Athena, to know all about it. Orla's even got some new tricks for the new show. An advertisement for a new show. It was dropped by a penguin. Hey, put some spect on that name. It's Rifle. Swashbuckler Flyer updated in the court record. So, all the stuff that fell down was for the new show. That it? That be right. A bunch of props and crates and other equipment stacked up. Stacks of boxes, you might say. Your Honor, the record, I like that information added to the witness's testimony. Very well. Ms. Buckler, please append what you just said to your testimony. Ooh, new testimony and new evidence. Aye, aye. The props for the new show were everywhere, and the kitten was in the middle of it all. These props for the new show, what kind of things were they? A blow-up dolphin and anchor, Red Stash's costume, a bag of coins, stuff like that. The captain was wearing his usual costume, and the new props were all there. Wait a minute. Something about that doesn't seem right. Yeah, I see the coins, but I don't see much else being scattered about. Aside from the coins, this is a pretty clean crime scene. Is there a problem with Sasha's testimony? Aye, there be! You say the captain was wearing his usual costume, but is that completely accurate? Ah, Phoenix! What be you nitpicking me testimony for? If we look at the body, we see that there's a discrepancy between that and your statement. You stated that the victim was wearing his usual costume, but you'll notice that the victim was wearing a red scarf around his neck. I imagine this red scarf is part of his costume from the new pirate show. Okay, there was a problem, but it wasn't the problem I thought. Hey, look at who came back here. Smoothly sliding into chat. Power slide. Oh, you're right. It's written right here in the flyer for the new show. Featuring the dashing Red Stash with a fluttering red scarf. Although I have to say, looks like a red scarf was added to his old costume. Yeah, well, the kitten was never one to spend much money on costumes. But you know, the kitten wasn't wearing that red scarf. In this photo, I believe I see a red scarf. And what happens if we look at the security footage? Kind of hard to tell, but I don't think he's wearing the red scarf there. Was it planted on him afterward? Aye, but it not be wrapped around his neck. He just draped on top of his neck. That red scarf be packed away with the rest of the new show's equipment. It must have fallen on top of the kitten when the equipment fell down. Oh, I see. It looks like your discrepancy wasn't really a discrepancy after all. So, the scarf doesn't have anything to do with the case. There's something about the timing of the stuff falling that bothers me. Hold on. The timing of the stuff falling... Timing? Maybe. My theory's been all wrong from the beginning. Maybe. The bag of coins isn't the murder weapon. Ha! And so your last cross-examination ends in failure as well. You should know that such a feeble slash will never hurt me. As I said, the orca made the equipment fall and then toyed with the body in the water. Oh. We're objecting with this one. I'm sorry, Prosecutor Blackwell, but based on the circumstances at the scene, the defendant couldn't have dragged the body into the water after the equipment fell. And why, pray tell, is that? Oh, I'll tell you all right. If my theory isn't wrong, then I'll just have to fix it. Yes, Mr. Wright, please do tell the court. What indicates that the body was not dragged into the water after the items fell? What indicates that the bite mark? Yeah. Wait, what? How's it not the bite mark? Well, my safety saving has worked against me. Dang it! I meant to load. Well. First time seeing any damaged dialogue. If the body was dragged into the pool after the items fell, then a certain piece of evidence shouldn't still be in this photograph. Alright, we're saving, and this time I'm going to be very careful about what's going on. So, what indicates that the body was not dragged into the water after the items fell? Well, I did point out earlier that the scarf is not in the security footage. This red scarf, okay, then there it is. This red scarf fell at the same time as the bag of coins. But if the body was dragged into the pool after the bag of coins fell, then the red scarf would still be on top of the body. What? In other words, the victim was already dead when the equipment came crashing down. Therefore, the bag of coins that fell with the red scarf was not the murder weapon.
Silence.
But it was the defense who claimed the bag of coins was the murder weapon to begin with. Yeah, that kind of was the whole thing that this hinged on. Well, yes, that's true. Do you intend to abandon your original argument? After hearing the testimony, I realized my theory about the murder weapon was wrong. Please recall the facts we have learned so far. It's a fact that what Orla bit was the victim's dead body. After all, when we saw the victim on the security footage, he was already dead. Back then, Orla carried the victim's body to the side of the pool and knocked down the equipment for the new pirate show that was piled up there. Maybe Orla was trying to alert the humans to the victim's condition. Ah, here we are. That was my working theory, was that Orla was trying to save the captain, not toy with him. If Orla knocked the items down on the victim after he was already dead, then it means the defendant didn't kill the victim with those items. But that's preposterous! Even still, your argument is lacking. If neither the orca's headbutting nor the bag of coins were the manner of death, then how do you propose the victim was killed? A very good point. If the defense is now abandoning its original theory, then we would need a new theory as to what the murder weapon was. Alright. I doubt I have no clue would go over well. Alright, let's go over what we still need to find out about the victim's body. What we don't know is how he died and why his body was at the bottom of the pool. I wonder if there's something that would explain both those things at once. How did the victim's body sink to the bottom of the pool? On a diagram, it's easy enough to move the body to the bottom of the pool. But in real life, the water would just cause the body to float. Right. Hold on. Water? Okay, then what if we flip that around? What if there was no water? Then the body would go right down in an instant. So could the real manner of death be falling and hitting his head on that rock? Thanks for the great hint, Athena. What? I helped you and I didn't even know it? Your Honor, I think you know the real manner of the victim's death. I think well too, Mr. Wright. I expect a clear answer. Now then, what was the real manner of Jack Shapley's death? What's the manner of the death that moved the victim to the bottom of the pool in an instant? It was assault, drowning, or falling. Please take a look at this diagram of the orca pool. If there was no water in this pool, then it would be very easy to move the victim's body to the bottom of the pool. He would drop straight down. Oh my! Could that be the true manner of death? The orca pool is about 65 feet deep. If the victim were to go from the top of the pool to the bottom when there was no water, then he would, without question, have fallen to his death. Death from a fall? Ugh. that's your answer? It all makes perfect sense. If he fell, that would explain the signs of blood force trauma all over the body too. The culprit pushed the victim into the pool when there was no water in it. After doing something to keep the body from floating up, they filled the pool with water. The pool water washed away any signs of the blood, so no one will realize that he fell. Surprisingly, that actually makes sense. Alright, we make those recoveries. Order! Order in the court! I'm just as surprised as you are, but I must have order. I will have order! If falling was the manner of death, and does that mean the defendant's behavior was the result of being manipulated by the true culprit, as the defense claimed? Yes, it would have to be. All that needs to be explained now is how the real culprit commanded Orla. Ms. Buckler, is there a way to instruct Orla to bite someone? Nani? What kind of trick would that be? Nay! Then, could you tell us about the tricks Orla does know? Aye, there's jumping, there be dancing and playing volleyball. Then she can spin, do the rock and roll trick, and sing the swashbuckler spectacular song. Those sound like pretty nice tricks, and I doubt they're related to this case. What's the rock and roll trick? She'll also be practicing two new secret tricks. There be the human rocket, where she shoots somebody up into the air. And then there be the lifesaver trick, where she brings a drowning person to the surface. Hey, one of those top secret tricks might have something to do with the case. Now, which of these two tricks sounds relevant to the case? Why, it might be the lifesaver trick. So, in the lifesaver trick, Orla brings a drowning person to the surface, correct? Aye, you caught it! Ye caught it! Orla, still you learning how to hold someone gently in her mouth. In her maw. So she sometimes bites into their clothes, but she never hurts the person's skin. She brings a drowning person to the surface? Then that must be it! And then the killer whale swam up towards the surface with the victim in its mouth. That matches up perfectly with what Mr. Plume said in her testimony. Well, look at the judge, bridging the gap to the next talking point all by himself. Gold star for you. The real culprit must have used the lifesaver trick to manipulate Orla. I still find this very hard to believe. And let's see it for ourselves. Let's have Orla show us her trick using a practice dummy. As you wish. I'm getting scritches for no reason, baby. The prosecution doesn't appear to have any objection. Miss Buckler, please proceed. Okay, aye, sure. I'll show ye Orla's phenomenal trick. It be phenomenal. Oi, Merlin, ye be ready over there. Okay, let me just go get the practice dummy. There, it's in the pool. Ready and standing by, Sasha. Here we go. Orla's new secret trick. The lifesaver. Hamster cheeks. Wait. Old's guilty. The clothes get torn up a little, but the dummy doesn't have any new marks on it. I agree, Orla. And there ye have it! Orla's new secret trick. Everybody is, wigging out. I just noticed there's a flat screen TV on the stand. Mm-hmm. That's what I figured. Sounds like the gallery loved all this performance. That was great! That awesome trick captured everybody's heart. Ho ho ho! Wonderful! No, I wish I could see more! Looks like we silenced Prosecutor Blackwell. Thank you, Orla and Ms. Buckler. And thank you too, Mr. Rhymes. So now you can clearly see how Orla was manipulated. The bottom of the orca pool needs to be examined immediately. You might still find some evidence of the victim falling to his death. Prosecutor Blackwell, please have that taken care of at once. Excuse me, Mr. Prosecutor Blackwell, but I am requesting further investigation. Wonder what he was clammed up about. Tisk, tisk, Prosecutor Blackwell! You have to answer the nice judge politely. Oh, that's right! I almost forgot. That thing you asked for just came in. And you couldn't be bothered to think of a less violent way to deliver it! What did Prosecutor Blackwell ask for? Is it an updated autopsy report? Is he using the techniques of those who came before? I've been waiting for this. Oh? What is that? He's clammed up because he realized who the real culprit is because of what we confirmed. Oh, and if he indicts the real culprit, then he loses the case right away, and the truth gets spread, it gets scattered to the winds. And he's a prosecutor, he's not exactly trying to throw the case here. An updated autopsy report. Alright, I'm taking a screenshot of that. Looks like he's pulled out some techniques from ancient times. From the Game Boy Advance era. What? Why'd it have to come now? During the recess, I ordered the body to be re-examined. Something started nagging at me during the course of the trial, you see. Here. I take you'd like me to read it. Very well. Cause of death thought to be from 65-foot fall. Okay. How can the orca cause a death from a 65-foot fall unless they're going to use the human rocket trick to try and get him to try to further the indictment? But this is decisive evidence that substantiates Mr. Wright's theory. What? Is something good for a change? Oh, Phoenix, my sweet summer child. If the man of death was falling into an empty pool, the orca can't be responsible. It seems all his complete innocence has been proven. Huh. I suppose I can't deny that. This is fantastic! You did it, Mr. Wright! Prosecutor Blackwell isn't even trying to refute it. Orla is saved. Yeah. Is it really safe to celebrate? Why is there so much time left on this video? It would appear more investigation into this case is necessary. But first, allow me to render my verdict. The court finds the defendant, Orla Shipley, not guilty. So we win this trial, unless we have an objection coming through. And then we have a part 2 to this trial, where Sasha gets indicted. Is that it? So Orla's off the hook, but now it's like a separate trial gets handed out. We win this trial. Yep, exactly. So I got it in 1. Thank you. Thank you so much, Phoenix. Thank you, Athena. Man. Usually I only get one of these one-day trials once in a blue moon. Now 2 of them in quick succession? This doesn't feel right. Orlin Marlin, thank ye too. Congrats, Sasha. Wait. Time to celebrate. Go on, eat up. Fish! Glad to see everybody so happy. I'm absolutely thrilled about the verdict. Huh. Thank you, Wright, Dono. Huh? Or what? Huh. The drained pool. Thanks to you, the truth is finally clear. Fulbright, arrest this woman. Certainly. Right away, Prosecutor Blackwell. Sasha Buckler, you are hereby under arrest for the murder of Jack Shipley. Nanny! What are you talking about? What reason could you possibly have? Come now, you must have had some idea in the back of your dull little mind. The true culprit manipulated the Orca in order to have false charges brought upon her. And who is the only one with the ability to accomplish that? Huh. It can only be the Orca's trainer. Here we go. But I'm sure there's some other explanation. Silence. I don't need any of your baseless counter-arguments. Have you forgotten? In order to enter the Orca pool room, a security card is necessary. A security card that only the victim and Sasha Buckler possessed. Ms. Buckler is the only one who could have caused the victim to fall to his death. Ah! What? No, I don't believe it. Miss Buckler was so upset by Shipley's death, she couldn't have done it. Fulbright. We asked the security company yesterday to check their security card logs. Their report just came in during the recess. The night before the incident, Sasha Buckler used her card to enter the Orca pool room. After that, not a single person entered the pool room. Not until the incident was discovered when Ms. Buckler and the guard ran in. But no one would commit murder where their card usage was being recorded. Apparently, the aquarium employees don't know that their card usage is tracked. What's more, Ms. Buckler was seen arguing with the victim before the incident. So, Ms. Trainer, what were you arguing about? It be a private matter. But it not be anything I would kill him over. That be hogwash. Miss Buckler is the only one who entered the room, and she knows how to command Orla. Besides, I thought her suspicious from the very beginning. You suspected Miss Buckler from the start? The Orca did tricks because someone commanded her to do so. Possibly someone with a heart so black as to make her own partner the murder weapon. The possibility the Orca killed the victim, the possibility a human manipulated the Orca. I looked into both. So, he suspected both Sasha and Orla all along. Huh. My gratitude to you. After all, you were the one who drew out that information about the lifesaver trick. The Orca you saved was an unwitting victim. A victim made to look like the weapon that killed Jack Shipley! No! Alright, come along then. Let's have a good long talk. Wait! I didn't kill the captain! Stay, ye hand! And I would never try to frame Orla! Why would I hurt the ones I love like that? Sasha? Phoenix! Athena! Ye got to believe me! I have left frame. I no longer exist. I be a ghost. Sasha didn't kill him. I believe that with all my heart. There's gotta be something we can do. I feel the same way. Could I have done something differently? Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine things turning out like this. It would appear that this case has taken on an entirely new aspect. For this trial is only concerned with a ruling on the defendant or Shipley. I am afraid this concludes today's trial. Court is adjourned. Ha! Well, that went places. And hey, I got my health back. On to the next chapter. That certainly was a bunch of nautical nonsense. Right? Anything agency. That's a familiar sounding sigh. That was a big sigh, Athena. Did you lose the case? No, we won. The defendant was found not guilty. Huh? Then why are you so dejected? Daddy, were you being mean to her? What? Picking on the new kid? Not cool, Mr. Wright. Not cool. Wait a minute. Talk about false accusations. You're able to prove the defendant's innocence. But then Sasha got arrested instead. So that's what happened. That's too bad. So, what are you two going to do now? We're going to get to the bottom of this. I don't believe for a second that Sasha did what they were accusing her of. I don't believe it either. I won't give up. Boss, let's go see Sasha and tell her what we want to represent her. Right now, I imagine she's still being questioned by the police. Let's get started on an investigation first, and then look for proof of her innocence. Sounds like a plan. Just leave the office to me and Polly, Daddy. Is there anything I can do to help? Just say the word. Thanks. If you could organize the evidence and clean the office, that'd be great. I meant anything I could do as a lawyer. Unnecessary evidence given to Apollo. Eat the evidence, Apollo. You look hungry. That takes care of that. Time to head to the scene of the crime. Yep, there's the, there's the flag that was pulled down. Ship Aquarium, Orca Pool. Huh? There's no water in the pool. Orla, where are you? What? I can hear it at the bottom of the pool. Maybe there's some water down there. Or this sounds so sad. Maybe she misses Sasha. Careful there. You shouldn't get right up to the edge like that. You don't want to end up like the victim. Besides, the police are still conducting the investigation there. Don't go poking around. Detective Fulbright? Is something wrong, Miss Lawyer? You look angry. I object to you arresting Miss Buckler. Detective, I'd like to ask you some questions about the case, if you don't mind. Go right ahead. Miss Buckler is 100% innocent, so why did you arrest her? I understand your desire to believe in her, but the fact remains she's suspicious. Right now, there are investigators on the scene, so you can come in as you please. But ordinarily, a security card is required to enter the Orca pool room. The victim and Sasha Buckler were the only ones who possessed this card. And yesterday, the day of the incident, there's proof the suspect's card was used. Alright, we got new evidence. Objection! Somebody else could have used Miss Buckler's card. Oh my! I guess that would be one possible explanation. Ha! Didn't I sound just like a lawyer right there? Yeah, you'd kinda be in trouble if you didn't. Except, the suspect confirmed she entered the room at the time the record states. She said she was here from 3 to 6 a.m. on July 20th. Apparently, she was giving the Orca pool room a good cleaning. Cleaning? In the middle of the night? Yes, she said that a lot of the heavy-duty cleaning is done at night. The suspect also admits that she was fighting with the owner before his murder. What's more, nobody saw the victim again after he met with the suspect. Objection! Oh, there must be something I can object to in there somewhere. The testimony was objectionable. Always works. Save your objections for tomorrow's trial. By the way, Detective Fulbright, do you think Miss Buckler's questioning is over? Oh, not yet. But I told the guy in charge to take it easy on her. Why? Is something wrong? Oops! Forgetting a certainty thing. It doesn't concern you two anyway. It does concern us. We intend to represent Miss Buckler. What? You do? In that case, I have a favor to ask. Could you get this medicine to her? Medicine? Looks like a prescription from Hickfield Clinic. Hickfield Clinic. I spent some time at that hospital myself. We confiscated it from her home when we were doing a search. I can't get away here, so if you could make sure she gets it, that would be great. Medicine, huh? Does Miss Buckler have some illness? I think that's the kind of question you better ask her. In justice we trust. Now I need to get back to the investigation. Caesar Sauce's residence. She apparently had this filled at the Hickfield Clinic. Her prescription, huh? We can give it to her as soon as they let us talk to her. We have to return her calendar to her as well. If we can't see Sasha or investigate, we should question people at the aquarium. Yep. Guess we're going to, guess we'll go to the Aqua Tunnel first. And then go straight to the Pub of Danger. Show yourself. I know you're here. Huh? That door is open. It was closed yesterday. Well, you know what we have to do, right? Of course, boss. Snooping as usual, I see. Oh, hello. Hey, you two. Is that Spike Siegel? Oh, barges into a person's lab without permission. We're sorry. My apologies, sir. She insisted. Knowing we never got to know the real Fulbright and only have the Phantom Zack to go on hurts. Can you imagine if the real Bobby Fulbright was nothing like, well, I imagine that he had to have been exactly like that if he were to replace Fulbright. Don't throw me under the bus, Mr. Wright. The polite thing to do is knock and ask if you can come in. Now, start over. Yes, sir. Come in. Thank you. Sorry to bother you. Now, what can I do for you? Medical problems? Well, yes, I'm not feeling super good at the moment. Understatement. We're not making any progress on this murder investigation and... Hey, miss, Where's the patient? Don't you have your pet with you? Oh, wait a minute. That was my last job. This is the aquarium. I was exhausted from all that questioning. Must have fallen asleep. What's with this guy? My apologies. I just woke up and I was a little groggy. I'm Dr. Herman Crab. Herman Crab? Not a hermit crab, a Herman Crab. I'm Shipshape Aquarium's resident veterinarian. Oh, you're the Dr. Crab Mr. Rhymes mentioned yesterday. And Rhymes also mentioned he hadn't seen Dr. Crab around. Wonder where he was. Son of a gun. This little thing doesn't let me get any sleep. Hey there, dude. Aw, what a cute little thing. Who is it? A penguin chick. Remember the little penguin species. She lives in my hair. Oh, you're so lucky. I wish I had a pet to live in my hair. Athena, no pets allowed in my office. Aw, you're no fun. If you two don't have any particular business with me, please leave. I have to get ready to make my rounds. Back in you go, little one. Okay, Dad. Wait, we'd like to ask you a few questions to save Miss Buckler. Hold on. Don't tell me you're the curious pair who defended Orla. That's right. Please let us ask you a little about the case. I ain't missing this tea, dude. Mr. Crab, were you gone from the aquarium yesterday? That's right. I had some minor business at the Supermarine Aquarium. Supermarine? That's a funny name for an aquarium. The Supermarine Aquarium is the nation's biggest dolphin therapy treatment center. I go there myself. I'm friends with their dolphins. You and Apollo were talking about animal-assisted therapy yesterday, weren't you? I go to Supermarine once a month, but I live here, of course. You live here at the aquarium? Sir, the man is a doctor. Respect his title, he went to veterinary school. Indeed. The penguin in his hair proves it. You're not a real veterinarian if you don't have an animal in your hair at all times. That's right. I have a sleeping bag here, and sometimes I use the nap room. I'm responsible for the health and well-being of all the marine creatures here. If any of them have sudden medical emergency, I'll be there to help them. Wow, you're kind of a rough around the edges, Dr. Crab, but you care about your work. Hey, buddy. Is this young lady trying to pick a fight with me? I apologize for her, sir. She tends to be too honest. Rough around the edges, Dr. Crab, but you care about your work. I just realized something. Hermit crabs are known for changing their shells, and then their shells are their home. So technically, this guy, through a couple of degrees of separation, is Dr. House. Well, you're no paragon of politeness either, apparently. Can we see the penguin chick again? Stop. Don't come any closer. Hey, dude! Ow! I'm sorry she attacked you. She doesn't like anyone but me, I'm afraid. Get my personal space, dude. I was the first one she saw when she hatched, so she thinks I'm her parent. She targets people for my hair, so please be careful. Just like a little sniper, isn't she? Exactly. That's why I named her Sniper. Sniper and rifle. Dr. Crab is also kind of crabby. Well, okay, that does make sense. I like mine better, though. It's never lupus except for that one time it was. Was it really lupus one time? I haven't seen the entire series. Mother's name is Wright. Oh, there it is. Sniper and rifle, huh? What a dangerous sounding mother and daughter. So this is Rifle's daughter, which means both mother and daughter now hate me. Little penguins are generally belligerent little creatures. It's hard to get them to warm up. They're nocturnal, so you might be able to touch them during the day. You and Sniper get along well, don't you? Just like Sasha and Orla. Oh, did I said Sniper, right? But unlike Sniper and me, the two of them seem to truly understand one another. This one keeps me awake every night. Looks like it won't sleep until she leaves the nest. We're playing, dude! We're playing! Must be rough for him. It's pretty cute to watch for us. Can you tell me anything about Jack Shipley's murder? Still can't believe Jack's gone. He's the one who brought me on board. How could he up and die on me? Did you and Mr. Shipley get along? You loved all animals and fish. I'm not like that. I still took pride in my work as a vet, nonetheless. Got along well enough as business associates. And it's thanks to him my laboratory is what it is today. It is a pretty amazing laboratory. Ha! You have a discerning taste, I see. Ha ha ha! I can tell you more about my lab if you'd like. Dr. Crab's Dr. Lab. This place is just filled with electronics. What are those monitors for? Essentially, they're digital medical records for all the creatures here. I can also view the feed from the visitor's corridor security camera here. That way, I can see that silly mother penguin when she tries to escape. So, you were the one who gave the security footage to the police. No, I wasn't here yesterday, but I did give my permission for them to take it. And I gave them a statement about Jack and Sasha arguing. Oh, so you're the one who witnessed it? That's right. It was late in the evening of the 19th, maybe about midnight. I saw them fighting near the Aqua Tunnel. I don't know what their argument was about, though. Are you sure you should be talking to us about this? I'm not taking sides. I'll give information to anyone who wants it. What you do with that information at Sasha's trial is up to you. Ha! Wow, you're kind of rough around the edges, Dr. Crab, but you're a pretty nice guy. You are trying to pick a fight, aren't you, young lady? Aw, isn't that cute? Easily embarrassed. I'm hungry, dude. Huh? Son of a gun, are you hungry again already? That silly mother penguin's ought to be found again. That hand ain't food, dude! Will you quit peeping in my ear? According to her walkie-talkie, Rifle is somewhere around the Aqua Tunnel. If you see her, could you bring her to me? I have to go examine some other creatures. No sweat. And this time, I'll get her to like me too. Rifle's escaped again. What is she, the Houdini of the penguin world? No guarantee we'll find her right away, but let's head for the Aqua Tunnel. July 21. Ship-shape aquarium. Aqua Tunnel. Back under the Junon reactor, and there's Ms. DePlume. Oh my, it's you two, the blue and yellow duo. I'm very angry about what you did this morning. Uh-oh. Ran into the sea lion before a penguin. I write the truth, and I will find the truth with my own eyes. I won't be busted by the likes of the blue and yellow duo. When did we become the blue and yellow duo? Athena will never give up. In that case, I'll leave the question to you, Athena. Thanks a lot, Widget. Well, at least he's a worthy adversary. Okay, let's do this. You'll do great. You know, being the boss isn't half bad. Uh-oh. Phoenix has learned about delegation. For everything that, for actual lawyer business, not just the toilet cleaning business. Have you been gathering material about last year's incident ever since? That is correct. An acquaintance of the victim asked me to look into it, you see. An acquaintance of the victim? I refuse to divulge any information about my clients. The aquarium is saying it was an incident, but I don't believe that's the truth. It seems to me they're all hiding something, every last one of them. The only thing I can think of is that the killer whale murdered that poor girl. But you don't even know if that's true or not. That's enough out of you, yellow girl. As I said, I'm still investigating the matter. Once I learn the truth, I plan to write a sequel to this book. She's completely taken with her investigation. I came to make a report on the anniversary of the previous trainer's death, only to find the aquarium owner murdered. I was deeply shocked. So, this incident happened on the exact same date as the last one. It can't be a coincidence. Anyway, we better ask Mr. Plume about today's trial. So, you heard Orla singing, and that's when you realized something was happening? Now the question is, why was Orla singing? If Orla was singing, I can only imagine that whoever was manipulating Orla, like, maybe, if it's not Sasha, it's someone else who was overseeing the tricks being done and did the wrong one first. And so while Orla was still singing from the incorrect input, they input the correct one, and so there were two overlapping tricks. One was the song, one was the rescue. I don't know what to do with that information, but that's my theory. Okay, in theory. And then you realize something was happening. Correct! Oh, it's also calling. I still can't believe the culprit used me, Norma de Plume. In any case, I swear that killer whale song brings misfortune. First last year, now again. Oh, it's to create the perfect crime scene, I suppose. A fun song like that? How could it bring misfortune to anyone? You think that barbaric song is fun? I'll never understand the tastes of children. I don't remember that swashbuckler spectacular song being all that barbaric. Well, if you don't remember it, I will gladly sing it for you. Really?
Avast, mateys, landlubbers ho, hand o'er all your gold. Pillage, plunder, then feast like kings. Them's the joys of pirating.
That was completely unnecessary and absolutely necessary at the same time. All right, when do we get a Norma de Plume pirate spin-off? I'm there. Them's indeed the joys of pirating. She was after that Phoenix Wright booty. That and free content. Hey. think she'd take after, think maybe she'd be able to take after Alvita. And that's how it goes. By the way, great singing voice. Now, what is fun about those lyrics, pray tell? You seem to be really enjoying yourself when you were singing those lyrics. Sounded like she wanted to be a part of the show. So you seem to be enjoying it well enough. Wait a minute. That isn't the Swashbuckler Spectacular song. You know what I just realized? In the time it took to swap people, I noticed that there are benches over there, and they look like treasure chests, open treasure chests. Someone understood the assignment. This is the song from the Swashbuckler Spectacular. Are we gonna get a reprisal with Athena's version? Oh, hell yes.
Oh, we be pirates, we love to sail the seven seas. Just a bunch of scallywags who are as free as we can be. We swim through storms and waves, all because you see, grand treasure and adventures waiting just for me.
Damn. If being a lawyer doesn't work out, she could become a singer. Also, Phoenix was enjoying himself much better in that intro sequence. Gotta love how Phoenix was a swabby in both of those. Did I just skip a couple of frames there? Or did the background animation desynchronize for a little bit? Interesting. Well, I didn't drop any frames, otherwise I would notice. What was that? I've never heard that song before. Oh, is this an old? Yeah, looks like the background animation is a rough loop. First time I'm noticing that. This might be a case of old fan versus new fan. What? It's the song they use in the Swashbuckler Spectacular. Oh, we be pirates, we love to sail the seven seas. Just a bunch of scallywags, we're free as can be. We swim through storms and waves, all because you see, grand treasure and adventures waiting just for me. But that can't be. It's completely different from the song a year ago. Avast, mateys, landlubbers, ho! Hand o'er all your gold. Pillage, plunder, then feast like kings. Them's the joys of pirating. Unless you show me some proof, I won't believe your song is right. She's so stubborn. Well, if it's proof she wants, it's proof she'll get of the Swashbuckler Spectacular song. Alright, now I know exactly what we're presenting. Finally, I get to intentionally show this. This recording contains the Swashbuckler Spectacular song. In it, you can hear Miss Buckler and Orla singing together. Well, it certainly more resembles Athena's take. Exclamation mark! But I've never heard this song before. The first singer was immaculate, by the way. Huh? But they always sing this song during the Swashbuckler Spectacular. Well, I haven't seen the show recently. A year ago, they used the song that I sang to you. I'd recognize it anywhere. Perhaps that killer whale can sing 2 songs. According to Miss Buckler, Orla only knows 1 song. Then, what was that song I heard? We wish we knew. Yorka sang a song she isn't supposed to know how to sing? Curious. Swashbuckler video updated. It's obvious I have a lot more investigating to do on Ship-Shape Aquarium. And perhaps I'd better look into the Center for Dangerous Animal Control as well. The Center for Dangerous Animal Control? What's that? Can you tell us about this Center for Dangerous Animal Control? Just as the name implies, it's an organization that monitors dangerous animals. The center demanded that the aquarium put the killer whale down a year ago. Put her down? But the aquarium owner refused the demand, saying it was an accidental death. But I hardly think a persistent organization like that would just give up and go away. I'm quite sure the power of money helped convince them. Oh man. CO Colin came rushing in and used the CO power to save Orla. What makes you think that? Once a month, the owner and the vet disappear from this aquarium. And I came to find out that each time a large amount of money was being paid out. The owner and the vet. Interesting. Oh, you think the money was going to the Center for Dangerous Animal Control? I'm looking into it now. You'll have to wait until my book comes out to see. In any case, I can't catch that man out on anything. But that veterinarian is not to be trusted. Dr. Herman Crab. There's still so much we don't know about him. Well, I don't see Rifle here. What do you want to do next? I think we'd better stop by the office and discuss a plan of action. I guess so. Better use of the money than spam buying Neotanks. Actually, wait. Let me see if I've got this right. Advance Wars Call-in CO powers. Was it, I think that is, Gold Rush, that's it. Actually, power of money increases the amount of damage that Cullen's units do based on the amount, based on the amount of money, and the actual CO power that allows him to spam buy Neotanks is Gold Rush, which increases the amount of gold that he has proportionate to the amount that he has. Yes. Three, two, one, ta-da! Wow, you pulled Mr. Nick's cell phone from your magic panties. That's amazing. Haha. That's all for Trucy's Magic Show. Come back and see me next time. Great job, Trucy. You never fail to impress. I have no idea how you did that either. We're back. Oh, Pearls. Stopping by for a visit? Hello, Mr. Nick. Are you missing something? Thanks. From out the old magic panties, huh? Gotta love how Nick is still sporting the Nokia, even though technology is such that we have flat screens these days. I made the reference in the context of spending a lot of money, 0 point still stands. Fair. How's the investigation going, Mr. Wright? We don't have much time. We didn't get a chance to check out the crime scene yet. I see. Oh, speaking of checking out the crime scene, Daddy, you should bring your forensics kit with you. fingerprint powder to check for prints, and luminol testing fluid to look for blood. Wow, Trucy, I didn't know you had stuff like that too. I got them from a detective friend of mine. Emma Sky mention? Kind of. Indirectly. Mr. Nick, I'd like to help you with your investigation. Can I borrow your forensicing kit? I feel bad for making you work when you're supposed to be here having fun. I don't mind, and I'd like to see Rifle again too. If you have anything for me to do, I'd like to help too. Yeah, thanks. I'll be sure to ask you if anything comes up then. I'll be right here, hanging around, watering Charlie, if you think of anything. Best Girl Pearls becomes Mini Maya for the afternoon. Let's go. I appreciate that, Paulo. I've got some good kids here. Proud Papa. Alright, team, let's do our best. I have faith we can save Sasha all together. Sure feels nice to be part of a great group like this. I just want to say that I really love working here with all you fabulous people. Thank you for bringing me aboard, boss. Same here, Athena. She's so earnest, she's making me blush. Okay, let's all run over to the aquarium. I hope it can be of some use with the forensicing kit. Hey, wait up, you two! They left without me. Alright, y'all done here, policeman? Injustice we trust! Good timing! We're done with the crime scene for now. And we're just about to examine the show stage. Marlon Rhymes helped with the cleaning, so we've got to go talk with him. I thought I'd be more tight-lipped than this, but hey. You're welcome to look around here now, if you'd like. Thank you. I think we'll do just that. Oh, by the way, if you want to examine the bottom of the pool, I recommend using that hoist over by the ladder to get down there. That crane-like thing hanging from the ceiling, right? Got it. Just stand on the ladder platform, and the police cart will operate it for you. It's a living! Thanks. Why couldn't the pool be less deep? Well, good luck to us both. Injustice we trust. You know, when he says that, it sounds like he's saying, you know what, never mind. Now that Detective Fulbright's gone, we can do anything we want here. The guard is still here, so keep your voice down when you say stuff like that, Athena. So, we can't move to the bottom, but we can... Let's see here. I see, so how do I use the hoist? Just like this. Yesterday, I asked around about this Orca pool room, you know. They said that this hoist is used to move equipment and even Orla herself. How do they move Orla? I thought you'd ask that. Apparently, they use a stretcher made especially for an Orca. Well, what do you know? Athena looks pleased with herself. Looks like the water was drained for the police investigation. Seems kind of sad somehow without the water. When something that was there before is suddenly gone, it has a psychological effect. Like, for example, if all the magic props in the office were suddenly put away neatly. I don't think that's ever gonna happen as long as Trucy continues to practice magic. Well, she might not always be interested in magic, you know. She's at the age when young women start to worry about their future. The same thing happened to me, and I ended up becoming a lawyer. I'm pretty sure Trucy will always be interested in magic. So saith Papa Wright. Let's use the hoist to go down to the bottom of the pool. Whoop! Oh. Hello, Orla. This must be Orla's bedroom. There's even a sofa and everything. Orla! Congratulations on your not guilty verdict! But we have bad news. Now Sasha's been arrested instead. Sad Fleet. Orla seems sad. I'm sure she is. I can sense the sadness filling her heart. Don't worry, Orla. We'll save Sasha. I think Orla is wishing us good luck. Orla really seems to understand what we're saying. She can't understand our words, but I bet she can understand our hearts. Our tasty, tasty hearts. Wait, not a whole lot to examine down here. We call this the captain's cabin on TV. Every night, by the light of a lantern, Orla pores over her treasures. Huh. Sounds more like a miserly housewife going over the family finances. Damn. Would be period appropriate, though. A map, a compass, and a spooky skull-shaped rock. It's not just a rock, it's a boulder. Orla's room is filled with pirate pizzazz. But that skull rock seems out of place. Doesn't go with the other things. Yeah, it does seem pretty weird to have a big skull rock next to your desk. Maybe Sasha wasn't finished arranging the set? When it comes to Orla, Sasha doesn't seem like the type to leave everything half done. Her state of mind when she put it here, that could be the key to this mystery. And I bet it's a mystery I can solve. Never mind that mystery. Let's get back to the investigation. Wow, look at all that treasure! Those jewels in that crown are huge. They sure are. I guess everything is size large around here. No, everything is size Orla. I stand corrected. Is this a good time to get started, Mr. Nick? Huh? Started with what? Is this the crime? This is the crime scene, right? So this should be the perfect place to start forensicking. She wants to use the forensic kit so badly, she's practically beaming. Okay, let's do it. Forensicking it is. Hooray! I get to help! Alright, we'll need these. What's with the glasses, Mr. Wright? It's not like they're a fashion statement. We need to see if there's any blood. Alright, Pearls. You spray the luminol wherever I need it, okay? Got it, Mr. Nick. I won't miss an inch. Get your glasses on, everybody. Good. Now let's check out the bottom of the pool. Alright. So use space to spray. Makes me think of like child-friendly 3D movies. Hey, look! I see something! If your deductions are correct, boss, I guess this luminol reaction means that the victim hit his skull-shaped rock when he fell to his death. I guess so. There's a blood stain on the rock. The victim may have struck it when he fell to his death. Anything more? Oh, how about Orla? Oh, wow. Oh, no! I'm so sorry I got some on Orla by mistake. Calm down, Pearly. It's okay. Look, there are luminol reactions on Orla, too. The poor thing was bleeding yesterday. The luminol must be showing her injuries. Wait a minute. Mr. De Plume said the blood disappeared when Orla put on the... Oh, Ms. De Plume said that the blood disappeared when Orla put on the hat. Those must be some really old injuries. Or, God forbid, marks from some more harsh training. Huh? So shouldn't her injuries be under her hat? If this blood isn't from Orla's injuries, what could it be? Damn, I got 2 for 2. No wasted sprays. Guess that's about it for inside the pool. Then let me just get a quick photo to remember this occasion by. Not every day we get to see the bottom of an aquarium pool. Yeah, that's a good shot. I'll mark where the luminol reactions were. Oh my god, the little loops are precious. Yay, my first collaborative work with Pearly. Pool bottom photo added to the court record. Huh? I heard something. Wheat. Orla? Boss, something's wrong with Orla. What? You're right, she's listless and she's sinking. Oh no, maybe it's because of that luminol I got on her. What do we do, Mr. Nick? We can't do anything for ourselves. Let's get Dr. Crab. I'll run and get him. The one time that Athena's ability to run like the wind works out for us. What's Orla's condition? She's listless and sinking. Maybe she's unconscious? The pool is drained. Son of a gun, who did this? She'll drown unless we do something. Here, give me a hand. Huh? Us? No, I meant the Steel Samurai. Of course, you just help me. What? All right, what do you want us to do? There's no time to fill the pool to get her up to the top. Get the orca stretcher. It's a piece of black cloth with a skull and crossbones on it. Looks like a pirate flag. When the stretcher's ready, press the hoist button. Okay, we're on it. Oh, you're talking about this flag that has been the topic of such controversy? So, this pirate flag is a stretcher for the orca, huh? We can't use it with all this stuff on it. Let's clear it off. What was it doing on the side there, anyway? Good. Now push the hoist button and lower the stretcher. The control panel is on the wall to your right. The control panel is on the wall to my right. Wait, what? This is the button to move the hoist. Kind of funny how you have to be on the opposite side of the room to use it. But it is what it is. Dr. Crab, the stretcher's ready. Good, let's get under Orla. I was really thinking, isn't that not enough space to keep an orca? And it looks like I was right. I'll take it from here. Stand back. I have to treat her immediately. Ugh. Something in her stomach. That certainly was a sound effect. There, got it all out. Will it be alright, Dr. Crab? Yeah, she'll be fine. She's just sleeping now. Orcas are mammals, so they won't die if they're out of water for a little while. But their own weight puts stress on their organs, and their skin starts to dry out. I put some of my special handmade cream on her skin as an emergency measure. Feel better soon, Orla. Oh, if only I hadn't gotten that luminol on her. Luminol? Ah, no problem there. That stuff just washes right off. Orla's condition has nothing to do with you, young lady. Really? Then what is wrong with Orla? I don't need to share that information with you people. It's none of your business. Uh-oh. Crab's getting sussy with it. Not telling us something? I got an itchy objection finger just thinking about it. Actually, it's not his right hand, it's his left hand. That's so strange. The way that Phoenix points. Once you realize he turns his body away and he points in the opposite direction. It's like, you look at it all the time, but when you really think about it, it's like, you'd imagine that he just points like Edgeworth does, but nope, he has to, this drama queen has to point his body away from the person he's pointing at, and then point with his left hand. It's like, I never really thought hard about it, but when I came to that realization, I don't know, it just hit me. I have to get back to my rounds, so I'll leave the rest of the crew. Please keep an eye on Orla while I rouse up some crew members. Dr. Crab sure is acting funny. He seems to be hiding something. Maybe we should check on Orla's condition before the staff gets here. You have to get closer to him? Nope. Let's check on Orla first, we have to. Orla, open your eyes! I know you feel it, Athena, but we better let Orla rest right now. How did this happen? How could this happen? Mr. Wright, we have to examine her ourselves right now. I wish he could, but we're lawyers, remember? There must be something we can do. Well, we can investigate the cause of her condition. Do we have evidence that might tell us something about the cause? Evidence? What is that? Is that a battery? Someone just dropped a battery in for Orla to eat? You should check out the contents of Orla's stomach, I guess. Okay, it's not a battery. Hey, I see something mixed in with the fish. Looks like a medicine capsule. There's something written on it. I think it says 3 Z's. What would it be doing in Orla's stomach? Is that, like sleeping medication? I wonder what kind of medicine it is. Let's ask Dr. Crab. It has something to do with Orla's condition. Maybe we better not ask. He might have noticed it himself, yet he didn't mention it. I think he's hiding something about Orla's condition. If we show him the capsule, he might try to take it away from us. Yeah, I guess he was acting pretty sketchy. Okay, let's look into it ourselves then. Good idea. When we get back to the office, we can ask Apollo's help. I guess that wraps up our investigation here. Okay, so the evidence he was talking about was the pill, and the pill was what I was supposed to find. Orla still isn't fully awake yet. Oh, here comes some staff. Looks like they're going to put Orla back into the pool. And I guess they're going to fill the pool back up. I bet that'll take a while. Well, I guess we can leave Orla in the staff's capable hands now. Right. So, where to now? Let's head to the show stage next. If we're lucky, the police will be done with the place. Ooh, new location. That's a lot to take in. Orla's Swashbuckler Spectacular. So, this is where they hold the Swashbuckler Spectacular, huh? Looks like the police are done with their work here. Hey, it's you lawyers! How could you let Sasha get arrested? Didn't I ask you to take care of her? We're sorry we couldn't prevent her from getting arrested. But as your lawyers, we will do everything we can for her. Sorry, got upset. Is there anything I can do to help Sasha? Just say the word. Marlin, you can trust in Mr. Nick. I'm gonna do what I can too with this forensicing kit. I'm gonna cover this whole area with forensicing. And a girl, small fry, you can have free reign of this place. I want to check this place out. I better talk to Mr. Rhymes too. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to talk. I hear you helped Sasha with the cleaning, Mr. Rhymes. Well, not really helped. I was just taking care of the orca here while she cleaned. Sasha felt bad for making Orla stay up so late, so she asked me to give her a snack. It was a little bit less than her ordinary meals, but she seemed satisfied. Oh yeah, and I put Orla on the transport stretcher too. Transport stretcher? See that hoist up there on the right? The stretcher can be suspended from it. The stage show is right next to the orca pool room, and we use the hoist to move the orca or cargo between the two areas. So, the rail we saw in the orca pool room runs all the way here, huh? Why? You want to take a ride? Aerial investigation, huh? Sounds good to me. No, that's okay. I like my investigations on sweet terra firma. Actually, the hoist can only be operated from the orca pool room. Oh, that's right. I remember seeing the hoist control panel in there. So I'm sorry, but I can't give you a ride without somebody on the other end. No need to be sorry. Dodge that bullet. Tell me about the Mordor. If it wasn't Ms. Buckler or Orla, who else could have killed Mr. Shipley? Well, I know Sasha's innocent. Not so sure about the orca. What? But we proved her innocence in court this morning. A few days ago, that orca attacked Sasha right here in the show pool. I saw that orca take Sasha's body into her mouth and squeeze her chest. Her chest? They were probably practicing the lifesaver trick. But Sasha was being crushed so bad, she couldn't even blow the whistle. I wanted to help her right away, but look, I hate to admit it, but I froze. I'm a weak man. I can't protect anyone. I doubt there are many people who would pit themselves against an orca. Everybody tried to talk her out of it, but she wouldn't give up on practicing. When we said Orla could kill her, she said she trusted Orla. Yeah? Well, everybody else seems to think Orla is a killer. How can you trust a creature that can't speak? You can't even know what it's thinking. Damn. Marlin stocks are falling. Free falling. Both orcas and dolphins, you can have communication of the heart. Yeah, no faith whatsoever. Saw the same device in the orca pool room too, huh? Yeah, we used it to lift Orla when she was on the stretcher. In the show, Sasha makes her grand entrance by hanging from this thing. Ooh, we should think of a cool grand entrance for us too. I always wanted to burst in the middle of somebody else's trial with a loud bang. I've always wanted to crash in through the ceiling. I bet that would really knock the socks off the judge and the gallery. That's foreshadowing. After the fact. So what exactly was this girl learning while she was in Europe? This over here. This colorful sign. Did Ms. Buckler make it? Wow, how'd you know? Yeah, that sign's for the new show. Before she went to clean, she painted it and left it to dry. She told me to keep an eye on it while I was taking care of the orca. Huh? Isn't that the Skull Rock there on the right? Mr. Rhymes, is the Skull Rock a part of the set for the new show? Yeah, guess so. If they were going to use it in the show, what's it doing in the orca pool? The plot's thickening. We're getting a nice bowl of oatmeal going. This sign is so eye-catching with all those twinkling stars. Now, I think they're supposed to be starfish. It's for the pirate show, after all. A few of them look more like leaves to me. Left to dry since the early hours of the 20th. Interesting. Sasha put so much effort in making this sign for the new show. No wonder she was so mad about what happened. Nani? Better ask. What about the new show? You say Ms. Buckler was mad. Was it because of the new show? Ugh. Me and my big mouth. Okay, but you never heard it from me. There was a rumor that the captain wasn't gonna let Sasha be in the new show. Okay. Nani? Why not? I don't know. It was just a rumor. I don't know if it was true. So Mr. Shipley was going to do the show all by himself? Yep, it sure looks like it. I can't even imagine this show without Miss Buckler. It would be like, where's the beef? Is she trying to say it would be like bones without any meat on them? No, Phoenix, she was making a reference, a lot of those flying around. Sasha wanted to go back to the old swashbuckler spectacular, but now that the captain's gone, who knows what's gonna happen with the show? A piratey pirate ship. This galleon was in the swashbuckler spectacular too, wasn't it? Look at that cute figurehead, it looks just like Orla. It's cute. Looks like she's also a cannon. The enemy lets her guard down and then BLAM! Very piratey, don't you think? I thought Orla and Sasha were supposed to be the good guys. We should do the same thing in court. Lure him in and then BLAM! Present evidence. I don't think the judge would appreciate any blamming in his court. Blam this piece of crap! The judge would be all like, ... am I right? There's a skeleton adrift! Whoa. It's just a prop. Were you really scared? A little bit. But you're screaming. Is this skeleton an enemy defeated by Orla's pirates? No. He's an informant named the Skeleton Kid. A dashing, spirited character, neither friend nor foe. So you're saying he's alive in the show? Letter. This letter only goes down to the surface of the water. Well, it's not like a public pool. Everybody who gets into this pool knows how to swim. Just like in the courtroom. It's sink or swim in there. A newbie could really get hurt. You know, like last time in court, I could have really gotten injured. I was an inch away from getting attacked by a witness. Yeah, a trial with Apollo can be a pretty dangerous affair. Oh, I guess we're all done here. Oh, the water. Look at this pool, it's huge. So this is where they do the Swashbuckler Spectacular. This show pool is the same depth as the Orca pool. You practice the tricks in the Orca pool, then do the real show here. You interested in the Swashbuckler Spectacular? Of course! I've only seen it on TV, though. Well, I'm new here, so I've never even seen it once. Athena's a big fan. She watches the recording over and over. I love the show and the ocean. Standing here makes me feel like I'm at the beach. Especially with it open to the sky. You can even hear the sound of the surf nearby. Why don't you take a dip in the pool? Really? I can? In that case... What are you talking about? You can't swim here. You're just joking. Right. Of course. I was just joking too. Don't tell me she was actually going to do it. Mr. Nick, I found some peculiar fingerprints. Pearls. I also forgot she's been forensicing for me this whole time. Oh, who's that? Hello there, Prosecutor Blackwell. What are you doing here? Just some business to attend to. Prosecutor Blackwell insisted, so I brought him along to get a little exercise. Is it business with us? No, not you. My business is with that animal keeper there. Marlon Rhymes. You will be a witness for the prosecution tomorrow. You gotta be kidding. Why would I want to testify against Sasha? What you want does not matter. Now, come along. But if I leave, who's gonna feed the orca? The other animal keepers here are too scared to go near now. Maybe I can help? I'm concerned about Orla's health, and this way, I can stay close and look after her. I can feed her and do a telecast too if you need me to. I'll do anything to help. Sounds like Pearls wants to do something nice for Orla to make sure she's okay. Small fry, you trippin'? An orca is dangerous, you know. I'll be fine. I'm just happy to help. Oh, but I don't have a TV phone. I won't be able to contact you if I have to do a telecast. Marlon, may I please borrow yours? What? Sure, small fry. Anything for you. Especially when you're going out of your way to help like this. I don't know if I'm gonna testify, but I guess I can at least hear what the policemen have to say. Thank you for your cooperation. Now, justice will be served with a strategy meeting. Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's get back to our investigation. Huh. How sad. The police have already investigated all there is to investigate. Your efforts are a waste of time. Nothing we do to try and save our client is a waste of time, Prosecutor Blackwell. Today, the orca. Tomorrow, Sasha Buckler. You intend to save them both? You say you believe in your clients, but isn't money really your true motivation? Wow. Good Lord, Blackwell. You're taking a stab in the dark, and you're just stabbing into the night sky with that one. Why not admit you're only doing this for your own benefit? I can understand that much more readily than your empty righteous talk. Doing it for the money has never been a point of contention in this entire game. Why are they bringing it up now? Yep, I've got the crossbow games. I got 0 and Azure. Thank you so much again for that. Didn't know what I was going to do after Star Ocean 2. Our own benefit? That's not why we're doing it. Now, Athena, try not to let him get to you. All right. We should be off, Prosecutor Blackwell. In justice we trust. Ha ha ha! I've never been so insulted. Be right back. I need some water to wash away the anger. Uh-oh. Sheer Prosecutor Blackwell without water. He doesn't seem to care, though. I guess prosecutors these days are more harsh at monochrome than fancy quills. I guess prosecutors these days are more about harsh monochrome than fancy frills. Edgeworth reference. Oh wait, what about those peculiar fingerprints you said you found, Pearls? I'll tell you all about them. Never a bad time for the Pearly theme. So, tell me about this big discovery you made. Well, I don't know if it's a big discovery, but... I found some odd fingerprints on the pool ladder over there. Okay, so what's so peculiar about them? Well, they're on the left side of the ladder, but they're right-handed prints. Wouldn't a person usually hold the left side of a ladder with their left hand? Plus, I think they were made from above by grasping the ladder with their right hand. Huh, now that you mention it, that is strange. Wonder whose fingerprints they are. I compared them with the prints on file, and they turned out to be Marlin's. How did he manage to leave prints in such an awkward position? So, Mr. Nick, was I helpful? Yes, you were. Thank you very much, Pearls. I don't know if they're related to the case yet, but I will keep them in mind. I bet Detective Fulbright doesn't know about these prints. I imagine their search wasn't as thorough here as it was at the crime scene. You're probably right. I'm sure they checked everything at the actual crime scene. But I guess they can't do forensics on every inch of the rest of the aquarium. But we could, thanks to Pearly. And now we have a new piece of information. Oh, you're embarrassing me, Athena. Suddenly, what's up, dudes? Hey, it's Rifle. We got to catch her. Don't worry, she's being a good girl right here in my lap. Well, I'm glad she's been found. I forgot we were looking for her, actually. Yeah, thanks again to Pearly. I think somebody's jealous. Well, I think I'll go talk to the staff about Orla. Alright, good luck, Pearls, and thanks again. Well, I guess we're done with things here. What do you want to do next? How about if we have Apollo check out our mystery evidence? Oh, that's right. We haven't done that yet. Good idea. We'll stop by my office. Right? Anything agency. Oh, you're back. How's the investigation going? It's going pretty well. There are still things we need answers to. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Would you like to help out with the investigation, Apollo? You bet I would! What do you want me to work on? Let's see. Do I actually have anything for him to do? Okay. And it's suddenly crickets. Oh, I know, boss. Let's have Apollo look at the evidence we collected. Oh, good idea. You might notice something that'll help us win the case. I really have to present it to him? Alright. Pills here! Apollo, there's something I would like your help with. You have work for me? What is it? Could you have this capsule checked out? I think it's some kind of medicine. Sure thing, Mr. Wright. I'll go to a hospital or something and have somebody take a look. Let's see. I'm pretty sure the closest one is Hickfield Clinic. Good luck, Apollo, and thanks. I wonder if they'll let us see Sasha now. It has been quite a while. Let's stop by the detention center and see. We have something to deliver to her, too. Don't forget. More medicine, as you would have it. All right, boss, chin up. We have to lift Sasha's spirits. I like your enthusiasm. Ahoy there, me hearties! Thank ye for coming, yar! I be in good spirits. Worry not about me. She's trying to cheer us up. Well, that went over like a lead balloon. I was trying to make up for all your trouble. Maybe the two of you need to take it easy. I guess they both have the same idea. We can let you know that we can take on your defense if you'll have us. Nani! Is something wrong? Why is she hiding from us? Prosecutor Blackwell said that you two would abandon me. Leave me high and dry, marooned. But here ye are, to me rescue. That be why I'm so happy. It sounds like she's crying back there. Yeah! Yeah! Though she easily could be laughing. Of course it wouldn't abandon you. Sasha, don't cry. Maybe the two of you need to take it easy. Great, now I've got crying in stereo. Hamster cheeks. Aye, I be okay now. I be hale and hearty. Thank ye for taking on me case. We're glad to do it. Well, now you're smiling again. We have a few questions to ask you. About the murder. On the night before the murder, did you enter the Orca pool room alone? That be right. On July 20th, from 3 to 6 a.m., I be there cleaning and organizing. The captain and I were actually supposed to clean together starting at 4 a.m. However, we got into a tussle. We crossed words. I couldn't face him, so I went an hour early and started cleaning. I started swabbing. What does the Orca pool room cleaning involve? Well, first, we have to ship off Orla to the show stage pool before we get started. Mr. Rhymes mentioned he took care of Orla in the show stage pool. After Orla be moved, I drained the pool and rearranged the equipment and the props. And did the captain ever show up? 4 a.m. came and went, but he never showed. I bet he was still cross at me. I wish I'd apologized to him instead of being all prickly and angry like a scorpion fish. I'm glad we could prove Orla's innocence. We didn't know you would get arrested. Yeah, as long as me and Orla be safe, I be happy. I'm glad I found ye two. Ye guys are me goats. Is goat pirate talk? It now be. Yeah. I'm glad you found us too. You're the best, Sasha. You're breathtaking. I never imagined Orla's tricks would ever be used to commit a crime. Could you tell us more about the lifesaver trick? Aye, sure. There's a little speaker on the captain's clothes and on the training dummies. That speaker can emit sound waves. When a trick command is issued with the whistle, Orla uses the sound waves as a guide to find the person she's supposed to rescue. I see. Does anybody else know how the trick works? The entire crew know about it. But it takes quite a bit of practice to be able to command the lifesaver trick. It would be easy to do for anybody who wasn't a trainer. And that's why they suspected Sasha. And Orla can only perform one trick per signal. Well, there goes my singing while rescuing thing. Although, maybe Orla wasn't singing, and the singing was coming in through one of those speakers. In other words, she can't perform 2 tricks at a time. She did sing the rescue theme. Alright. Oh, it's a rescue theme? So she sings while she rescues? Wait. So she can't do the singing trick and lifesaver trick at the same time? Alright. So what was that song Mr. Plume heard? Oh, Mr. Wright, I just remembered. You have something to return to Sasha? Oh yeah, you're right. Never right here in evidence. You have to give it to Sasha that item Detective Fulbright gave us too. Medicine! She sang and rescued him. Very suspicious. Alright, let me go ahead and throw that down. Orla sang and rescued at the same time. Very sussy. Detective Fulbright asked us to give you this medicine. Yarr! That bill-sucking blackguard had the spine to seize me a gift! Dread pirate no stash! Don't stand there gaping like a weak little minnow! Have at ye! Ooh, a real swashbuckling battle! Yar! If it be a fight ye want, a fight ye shall have! Could you please not drop into shell mode out of the blue? Aye, sorry about that. Yeah, I'll take that medicine. He's acting kind of funny. What is the medicine for, by the way? Yar. Well, guess I can't keep me secrets from ye. I suffer from a condition of the heart. A heart condition? Then you better get to the hospital right away. Take it easy, Athena. She's in detention, remember? Worry not your pretty little head. It not be serious as it sounds. They can fix it with surgery. Not serious? A heart condition is a heart condition. Don't tell us not to worry. Aye. The apologies. The captain was just as mad at me the day before yesterday. We both got so worked up at one point, it was like a shark eats shark situation. Oh, did he want to cut her out of the show because her health was failing her? Whew, that sounds scary. You mind if I ask more about that fight? Why are you arguing with Mr. Shipley? The cat knew about me heart condition, and he was worried for me. So he said he wouldn't put me in the new show. Got it in one. See? I not be in the new flyer. Oh, you're right. It's just Orla and the new adversary, Red Stash. I were so upset and frustrated, I were still crying when I went to do the cleaning. And I cried for quite a while before I drained the pool too. But then, you know what? Orla did a trick to try and cheer me up. She acted out the scene where she defeats the giant octopus by spiking a ball at it. She spiked that ball so hard, she even ended up breaking off one of the octopus's legs. Hey, task succeeded successfully. What a dramatic way to cheer up a friend. Life-saving trick puts a lot of pressure in her chest, which could likely trigger the heart condition. I see. The rescue trick exacerbates Sasha's heart condition, maybe. So that's why we argued, because he weren't going to put me in the new show. Question mark? But I be determined to be in the show yesterday. It was July 20th, you see. The anniversary of the death of the trainer before me. Azura Summers. Oh no. She looks like Minamoto Noriko. I forgot her name for a second there. That's how long it's been. According to what Marlon said, it crushed her so much she couldn't use the whistle, which implied she couldn't breathe. The person Norma de Plume wrote about in her book. We wanted to explain to the audience that it were an accident, not murder. That's why I needed to be in the show so badly. So during the cleaning, I moved the skull rock to the orca pool. What? But why? It'd be a key prop. I figured the new show couldn't go on without it. I thought they'd be forced to switch back to the old show. Wow, that was pretty extreme. The victim struck it when he fell to his death, moved from the show pool during cleaning time. How do we know that the victim struck it when he fell to his death, though? I know it's a good guess. So, Sasha moved the skull rock to the orca pool at the time of the cleaning. Now there's blood on that rock. And that must mean that the victim's death occurred after the rock was moved. Around what time did you finish up the cleaning? It'd be about 6 a.m. So that places suspicion of whoever met with the victim after 6 a.m. So, Azura Summers was the trainer before you. That be right. She were a year older than me. She taught me all about how to command Orla. I bet Azura and Sasha were like sisters to one another. She be the one who taught me the signals for singing and life-saving tricks too. After she died, I swore on this charm. Wait, I know I've seen that charm before. I've seen that charm before, yep. That one right there. I vowed to become a great trainer someday, just like Azura. What is that charm? It'd be a keepsake to remember her by. She always wore it. On his calendar at a meeting with Jack at 7 a.m. On his calendar had an appointment at 7 a.m. Although right now, didn't Marlon say that apparently it was Sasha's? Yep. Apparently belongs to Sasha. Oh, I missed the last line. She told me once that she and her boyfriend had matching charms. She and her boyfriend, huh? Could Marlon be the boyfriend? I never found out who he was, so I couldn't give this one to him. I've had it ever since. So let me get this straight. Azura was killed, and the orc was blamed for it. And Azura had a boyfriend who might have a vendetta against this orca. Someone who, despite working at the aquarium, still does not trust in Orla. I think some thinking is happening right now. The wheels up here are turning. You're keeping the memory of Miss Summers alive. The kitten always carried around him as in tow of Azura too. Here, walkie-talkie. Huh? Did the victim have a walkie-talkie on him? Maybe I should show Sasha the victim's photo and see what she has to say. You know what I'm wondering? What happens if I present her this? This your calendar, isn't it, Sasha? Aye? No, I ain't be at the aquarium. Yeah? Mr. Rhymes said he found this one in the nap room. Huh. I didn't think anybody else at the aquarium used a calendar like that. The owner of the calendar had a meeting scheduled with the victim. This mystery person might be the killer. You better find the calendar's owner. Turns out this doesn't belong to Sasha. Anyway, victim photos. Marlowe's also sussy with his statement, how do you know what a beast like that is thinking? Exactly. Sussy! The victim didn't appear to have a walkie-talkie with him at the time of death. Aye, but I talked to the captain on his walkie-talkie before he started the cleaning. Well, there's no walkie-talkie shown in these crime scene photos. I don't be getting it. The captain always kept his walkie-talkie with him. Maybe the culprit took it away? Maybe. But what would be the point of that? I better organize the data I have on the victim in the court record. Shipley's walkie-talkie hasn't been found. The captain always kept that walkie-talkie by his side. It be the walkie-talkie Azura used right up until her death. Excuse me. Maybe this boyfriend taught her. Maybe it was either overheard the whistle signals, or she taught him the whistle signals. That way he could recreate that. In the middle of the show, Yorka brought Azura up to the surface in her mouth. She left tooth marks in Azura's walkie-talkie. The kitten said he always kept that walkie-talkie with him so he'd never forget. So, the walkie-talkie was really important to the victim. But now the kitten is dead too. I be the only one left who can protect Orla from the ship's doctor. Protect Orla from the ship's doctor? Wonder what Sasha means. What did you mean by protect Orla from the ship's doctor? You know, Herman Crab. Ever since the accident a year ago, he's been completely different. When Azura died, he said he was going to euthanize the orca. Before that, he always used to say that euthanizing animals was a despicable act. But euthanize the orca? That's horrible. They all thought that Azura's death was the orca's fault. Nobody believed in her but me. The ship's doctor always keeps poison to euthanize the orca with on hand. And if Orla had been pronounced guilty in yesterday's trial, he would have used it. He was going to put her down right away? That ship's doctor was close with both Captain and Azura, you know. I think he hates Orla. I guess we better look into Dr. Crab a little more. Boss, let's go see Dr. Crab. I was just thinking the same thing. We have a lot of questions to ask him. Alright, Ship Aquarium. Pabo Dengare. Oh, it's Pearls. And Rifle. What are you doing here? Rifle came in here, so I followed her. Oh, that's right. We're supposed to deliver Rifle to him. I completely forgot. Can you really trust him with any animals after what he's been saying about Orla, though? Oh, Rifle! Gah! What are you doing? Stop that! You silly mother penguin! What have you injured my spectacular genius brain? Dr. Crab, are you alright? Huh? Oh, it's you people. I see you brought Rifle for me. Rifle was really laying into you. Well, she hates me because she thinks I took her baby away from her. Did I? My ears are burning. My ears are burning, dude. Gee, Rifle looks so happy. Is she actually playing with Sniper? That's my baby, dude. Ah! Stop all this cacophony! Biological parent and the caregiver parent locked in a struggle over the child. Ugh. You think you could hold this silly mother penguin down for me? Alright, I will try. What are you doing? I think Rifle just threw something up. Oh, getting food for Sniper out of Rifle. Mother penguins stock up food in their babies in their stomachs. They break it down so that it's easier for the baby to eat. Wow, you sure know a lot about animals. You're trying to pick a fight with me again, aren't you, young lady? What's so wrong about saying you know a lot about animals? She didn't mention any of the rough edges this time. Yeah, I know a lot about animals. I'm a licensed veterinarian. Rifle certainly isn't in a bad mood, even for her. He's a vet, knowing a lot about animals should be a given. Oh, so it's just like... If someone were to say to me, "Oh wow, you're pretty good at writing. I never expected that," I would say, yeah, I did 4 years, and then 4 years after that, I like to imagine. I've been writing all my life. Is Rifle okay? Hold on, I'm checking her now. Girl in the strange outfit, can you turn Rifle over on her back, please? Alright, Rifle, I'm just going to turn you over, okay? Feeties! Huh? What's this? The bottom of her feet are pink? Oh no! What kind of sickness is that? We have to get her to a doctor. Athena's just batting 1,000 with this guy, isn't she? Athena, get a hold of yourself. Dr. Crab is a veterinarian, remember? Just something she stepped in by the looks of it. It's her stomach that's the problem. There's still something in there. Here we go. How's holding on to that, dude? The charm? Ayo. So, Sasha has one, and Rifle's been holding on to the other? I know this penguin will eat anything. Where did she pick up something like this? Son of a gun. I'll have to talk to Marlin about her care. Dr. Crab, may we see what was in Rifle's stomach? Yeah, please be quiet. I'm busy right now. Busy? Why, you're just staring at that weird machine. I'm checking to see when Rifle ingested the foreign object. He just keeps looking at that machine. He won't even glance our way. Now I'm really curious to know more about his monitoring system. Can you tell us about the monitoring system you have there? It's a collection of electronic medical records for all the creatures here. With this system and the camera footage, I can monitor the creatures 24/7. I won't tell you any more than that. It's private, company business. But medical records are usually just a history of past medical exams and data. I never heard any of that could monitor... I have never heard of any that can monitor 24/7. Good point, Mr. Lawyer. I can see there's no fooling you. Why would you want to fool me? Yeah, that sounds about right. This guy's going to be a tough nut to crack. I have my reasons. Oh, we can talk about the charm. Huh? This looks like the charm Sasha had. Dr. Crab, you know anything about this charm? Charm? Hey, leave that alone! That belonged to Azura! What was Azura's charm doing in Rifle's stomach? That's odd. Sasha was telling us about the charm earlier. Sasha said she had Azura's charm. That charm is still at the detention center. Hey, wait a minute. Didn't Sasha say that Azura and her boyfriend had matching charms? So the second charm must be the one that belonged to Azura's boyfriend, Dr. Crab. Is it possible this charm belongs to Azura's boyfriend? I refuse to talk about such personal details of the deceased. Subject closed. Alright. He sure is touchy when it comes to Azura. Azura Summers. Yesterday was the anniversary of her death, wasn't it? That's right. She was killed by the Orca. Do you really think Orla killed her? I don't believe it. Who can say if the Orca did it on purpose? The fact remains that she killed Azura. I was right there, the day of her death a year ago. I saw the Orca bite Azura with my own eyes. With no bite marks to be shown. But is that really the whole truth of what happened? I guess only Orla knows what really happened, both a year ago and this time. Am I able to crack him using the Magatama right now? Is there even anybody else that I could talk to right now? Okay, we've already have you all talked to. Nobody here to talk to. The Pub of Danger is the Pub of Danger. I don't know why I went back there. Show of stage. Yeah, show of stage is going to be like that. Detention center is going to be like that. So I guess we can. So I know that that the word that cracking somebody has come into new meaning as lingo. So I think I shouldn't be saying that so so loosely.
Take that!
The monitoring system. I want you to tell me about the monitoring system here. You don't let up either, do you, Mr. Lawyer? Here's electronic medical records and feeds from security cameras. With these, I can monitor all the animals 24/7. I say that's not true. I have proof that you can't monitor animals 24/7 with this system. Really? You cannot monitor animals 24/7 with this system. What proves that? Oh, because we found this in her stomach.
Take that!
Oh. Okay. I was mistaken. I have proof. What's the proof that you can't monitor them 24/7? He filled. I presented this because he didn't know about it. Below the bottom of the pool, locations of the bloodstains are detected with luminol sketched in. Video showing the Orca pool. The footage starts at Aquarium's 10 a.m. opening time. Is that it? Hold on a second. Well, what is the, let's see. There's electronic medical records and feeds from none of these I can monitor. Then is it true?
Take that!
Okay. The security camera doesn't begin recording until 10 a.m. If that's the case, how could you possibly monitor the animals 24/7? Okay, you got me. I guess that was a pretty weak explanation. You're right. I guess I can't monitor the animals 24/7. If I see anything unusual in the camera feeds, I can spring to action right away. And if I can examine an animal, I can usually tell what is going on with them. Wow, he's really confident in his abilities. But I still say you can't do that 24/7. And I'm at the aquarium most of the time. I can go anywhere at any time to examine an animal. Now this one I know. Anywhere? I say that's not true either. I have proof there's a place you can't get to.
Take that!
The only people who have access to the Orca pool room are the owner and Sasha. So how can you say you monitor all the animals? No, man! Son of a gun. So you knew about the security card, did you? That was a big thing when we tried to skim it for the captain entering the pool, remember? It's contextual information. I see. Yeah, tighter security was imposed on the Orca a year ago as a precaution. Due to Sasha's objections, I wasn't allowed to have a card. I guess she was trying to protect Orla from him. So you're monitoring the animals to the system that's private company business. But I have to insist you tell me about this monitoring system. Now you're trying to pick a fight with me. Very well, but it's only fitting that the spoils go to the victor. I'll tell you about Ship Aquarium's ecological data organization system. Hey, bada bing. So, what does that machine you were using do? It's a system of ecological data organization developed in Europe. I call it the Torpedo. What do you think? Pretty impressive name, isn't it? Torpedo? As in, man the battle stations and all that? No, it's the name I gave to the data organization system. Torpedo. It stands for Teleobservation Real-Time Pertinent Data Organizer. Okay. But is it super admin restricted, desktop access password protected? Oh, Sparta, I remember that. Nice callback, Nick. The torpedo collects data through sensors placed on or near the subjects. Temperature, heartbeat, vocalizations, etc. Gathers this information 24 hours a day. All this data is then sent to my terminal on all these monitors. Wow, this torpedo sounds amazing. Does Rifle have a sensor on her too? Yep, she does. Where and what kind of sensors attached depends on the animal. The penguins have theirs attached to the ID tag at the base of their flipper. The torpedo doesn't tell me where Rifle is when she escapes, though. It's hard to attach sensors to the orca or fish, so theirs are on the tanks themselves. Places where the creatures don't normally live, like the show stage, don't have sensors. Okay, here we go. It's telling me the time Rifle swallowed the foreign object. Approximately 4 a.m. on July 20th. What an odd time. You mean when the captain was supposed to arrive for the cleaning? That was when Sasha was doing the cleaning. Maybe that's why she wouldn't take my fish, because she was full from the night before. But at least Orla ate it, so that's okay. Orla ate another animal's food? That's odd. She's never done that before. And then she had that episode, too. I'd better take a look at her data. Huh. She didn't eat anything from the evening of 19th to yesterday afternoon. So Rifle had a late night snack, but Orla went hungry, huh? It appears so. But let's see. She's been eating normally since yesterday afternoon. Come to think of it, Jack was supposed to feed Orla yesterday morning. Pardon me. Maybe he died before he had the chance. I'm worried about Orla's condition. I'd better remember this torpedo data. Shows that Rifle ate around 4 a.m. on the 19th. But Orla didn't eat anything. Still wonder why he wouldn't tell me about the torpedo. Dr. Crab, why did you want to hide the existence of the torpedo system? Well, it's a safe system that has been approved for use in other countries. But hasn't been legally approved in this country yet. That's why I always carry the terminal around with me. Not something I want the police poking their nose into. You mean you're breaking the law? Which is why I was keeping it a secret. It would create a problem for the aquarium. I had Jack's permission. He felt the animal's care was more important than the legality. We wanted to shield the rest of the staff, so he kept it a secret. But breaking the law is breaking the law. But in some cases, lives can be saved by breaking the law. Isn't that right, Blackwell in the future? We simply allow the lives of our animals to be lost while we wait for the laws to change? Yeah, now you're twisting things around. I'd like to use this evidence during the trial tomorrow, but it may result in you and Shipshape Aquarium being brought up on charges. Well, I followed my own convictions, and I have no regrets. You're only doing your job, and I can't blame you for that, Mr. Lawyer. I appreciate that. The doodening. What's that sound? Another penguin? That's my ringtone. Cute. Gee, Dr. Crab sure likes cute things. Maybe he wanted it to sound like Sniper. Hello? Crab speaking? Son of a gun, you people again! Stop harassing this aquarium! Orla was found not guilty. Why on earth should she be put down? Huh? Come there the 26th and explain. Fine, just let me write it down in my... Son of a gun, where'd my calendar go? Oh ho? His calendar? Could he be talking about that calendar? I realize that. If it comes to that, I'll use the drug to euthanize her. Mr. Wright, he said euthanize her. You better ask him more about this. Nice try presenting that calendar to him, too. Sir, is this your calendar? Dr. Crab, isn't this your calendar? Yeah, it's mine. What are you doing with it? Mr. Rhymes found it in the nap room. Oh, must have forgotten it there when I tried to get some rest. Sure is a cute calendar. I guess you're crazy about penguins? Somebody gave it to me, okay? Now, please don't tell anybody about it. It's embarrassing. Azura designed this calendar. This one here is a prototype. She designed a calendar for this year, and then she died before it went on sale. Were you and Miss Summers romantically involved? What gives you that idea? It's just that I sensed sadness in your heart when you talked about the calendar. So I was off the mark when I talked about Marlin. Or maybe I wasn't. Who knows? Of course we weren't romantically involved. I don't believe in romantic feelings. You look shaken, though. By the way, did you meet Mr. Shipley at 7 a.m. on July 20th as scheduled? Did you? No. We were supposed to meet, but Jack didn't show up. Is that really true? Sasha finished cleaning the Orca pool room at 6 a.m. If Dr. Crab managed to get in the pool room somehow and meet with the victim, then he would have had the opportunity to kill Mr. Shipley. A calendar that Azura Summers gave to Dr. Crab. There you go. Who was that phone call from? Son of a gun! You heard that? Who didn't hear that? It was the Center for Dangerous Animal Control calling with a demand. They said that the Orca may have been found not guilty this time, but that if she ever attacked a human again, we would have to put her down. Put her down? But that's horrible! Did you agree to their demand? Animals sometimes do attack humans. And of course, humans sometimes do kill animals to protect themselves. If it comes to that, yeah, as a veterinarian, I am prepared to carry out euthanization. Weren't you gung-ho for euthanizing Orla? Using this poison? Huh? That capsule? It has the same letters as the one that was in Orla's stomach. Did Dr. Crab try to kill Orla? Please let me ask you one more question, Dr. Crab. What is it, Mr. Lawyer? You look so grave. I heard something disturbing from the writer Norma DePlume. The center demanded that the aquarium put the killer whale down a year ago. Put her down? But the aquarium owner refused the demand, saying it was an accidental death. But I hardly think a persistent organization like that would just give up and go away. I'm quite sure the power of money helped convince them. What makes you think that? Once a month, the owner and the vet disappear from this aquarium, and I came to find out that each time, a large amount of money was being paid out. I think Ship Shape Aquarium might be keeping some kind of secret, and it has something to do with the recent murder. Oh my goodness, again? Oh, we got 3. Whoa, Nelly. 5 Cyclops? That writer. Yes, that's to stick her nose in everyone's business. Son of a gun. I should have dealt with it all more carefully. How am I ever gonna remove all those locks? Ayo? Huh? Sorry to interrupt, but Prosecutor Blackwell wants Dr. Crab. Detective Fulbright? You again? You can't possibly have any more questions for me. Well, you see, we're having a little problem. We were going to call the animal keeper as a witness for the prosecution, but he's being very stubborn and refusing to testify. And so we thought we'd ask you to be a witness in tomorrow's trial. Did you really now? Well, I'm not taking sides. I'll tell what I know. No more, no less. That would be fine. Now, if you would please come along with me. Well, looks like we'll have to continue our talk in the trial tomorrow. I don't know what secret you and this aquarium are hiding, but I'll uncover it if it helps save Miss Buckler. Give it your best shot, then. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, looks like we'll be going up against Dr. Crab in tomorrow's trial. I bet it'll be one tough customer. Okay, you better get our evidence organized for tomorrow. Well, if Athena hold on to the evidence I don't think I'll need in court. Evidence has been reorganized. Interesting. I thought that the first reorganization did all of the work. Then again, I did have to present a few things, so... Hello? Mr. Wright, I went to Hickfield Clinic. Apollo, use your indoor voice. Sorry about that. Anyway, I found out a lot, so I wanted to tell you right away. It turns out the mysterious capsule is a powerful sleeping drug. Apparently, the brand name is 3Zs. Okay, yeah, it says 3Zs right on it. And they say the ship-shape aquarium vet recently brought a large quantity from them. The vet? Dr. Herman Crab. 3Zs is supposed to be for people, but Dr. Crab told him it would work on other mammals like orcas and dolphins too. So if Dr. Crab's euthanization poison was actually sleeping pills, and Orla almost drowned today, was it because she'd been given sleeping pills? Was Dr. Crab trying to make it look like Orla was euthanized, and then later save her? Possibly. And I found out more than just about that capsule. Dr. Hickfield himself gave me some information. Ship Aquarium had someone on their staff named Azura Summers, right? Yeah, the one who died a year ago. Well, Azura Summers was getting a certain medication from Hickfield Clinic last year. The same heart medication as Sasha Buckler. Really? Azura Summers had the same heart condition as Sasha? Nice work, Apollo. Thank you. We'll be coming back to the office soon. Okay, Trucy and I will be here. Well, we better get back to the office and get ready for tomorrow. What are you gonna do, Pearls? I thought I'd stay overnight here and be with Orla and Rifle. I'll be ready for a telecast during the trial tomorrow. Good luck to both of you. Thanks, Pearly. That way, when we prove Sasha innocent, she can see Orla right away. I'd love to see Sasha and Orla back together again, both free and clear. But before that can happen, I have to prove Sasha's innocence. To be continued. Oh shoot. How long is the next trial sequence? Because if we're gonna go over long, might be worth it to just cut it here, and then leave the entire final trial sequence to a single stream. I feel like it's gonna be a long one because it's like it's post-game content. I think it's post-game content. So would you say it's worth closing up shop right now? Because we're probably gonna be here a nice long while if we just go straight into trial. I'd probably... If it was you playing, you'd say no. But reading everything out takes longer. Exactly. You always forget that when you say yes. Well, tell you what, we'll see how long it takes me, and we'll see how long the final trial segment takes, and we'll let that inform us for later on. But for right now, I do believe that we are going to be taking it easy for right now, cutting it, letting ourselves get a nice long. Allow ourselves to continue getting our sleep schedules back into sync. I know some of you over there in the chat will appreciate that. It's 8 different sections, a big trial. Yep, looks like this is going to be a whole final thing. Glad you had a great time. You're very welcome to the stream, Blorf, and thank you if you're watching this stream as a trial, as a VOD. So, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, join the Discord. It is in the description. It'll let you know when the next stream comes up. Next time, it is the final showdown to see if Sasha Buckler really did commit an oopsie, or if it was someone else. Was it Dr. Crab? Was it Marlin? Was he the boyfriend? Was he getting revenge? And did Orlo really cause the death of Azura Summers all the way back when? All these questions and more next time. Until then, I'm out.